5, 4. Settle down. All right. So these past 4 years, I can honestly say, have been some of the happiest in my life. Not just from Algonquin hockey, but really Algonquin as a whole has really just afforded me with the opportunity of, I guess, the sense of community that we all love so much. It sounds pretty corny, but I've truly learned the meaning of a team through this past team, especially this year. I feel like a brother to all of you guys, and to be on a real team works together. It's just a really weird feeling that everyone, I guess, at Algonquin hockey has to go through at some point. So my point is just to cherish the time that you have playing hockey for the school, and to love every second of it, and never regret anything, especially how hard you work. I'd just like to thank some of the people that have helped me out along the way. I'd like to just thank my mom especially for all that she did for the team. She did it for just the team, nothing else. She never got paid. She never really did it for anything else but her love of me and the team. And I really like to thank her for that. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Taché, Mrs. Tedeschi, Mrs. Awongo, and Mrs. Henry for all their help. And I'd just like a round of applause for all of them. I'd also like to thank my coaches, Coach Tom, Coach McGowan, and Coach Sky, for everything they've taught me over the years with hockey. I also like to thank my team partner, Paul, for putting up with me this entire season. I don't know how many times you've yelled at me at practice, but I can't even count. I also like to thank my dad, sitting over there, and my grandpa, who's not here today, for going to pretty much every single sporting event, not just hockey, through my entire career. And I'd also like to thank my teammates, lastly. You guys have really come together this year, and I'm really proud of all you guys. It's, like I said earlier, it's going to be tough to step on the ice with another group of kids. So that's pretty much it.
Well, these past 4 years here, have been some of the best moments of my life. From JV to varsity, and it's going to be hard leaving this team because I feel like this year compared to last year, we had a good team, but this year I feel like we're really close. Like this year we were a family, and we were like a group of brothers. I'd like to thank my mom and dad sitting over there for coming to every single game and supporting me and paying for all my stuff. I'd also like to thank Coach Tom for helping me learn how to cover the guy in the middle. I'd like to thank Coach Sky for teaching me how to take a face-off and block that guy out. I'd like to thank Coach McGowan for leading us to the Daily News Cup Championship. He's a great coach. All three of you guys, thank you. So these past 4 years here, some of you guys are most of you guys are freshmen, some of you guys are sophomores and juniors. You should really cherish what you have here, because these 4 years, they go by quick, and you don't think about it, but they go by really fast. It's been an honor playing with every single one of you guys, especially you seniors. It's been great. I'd like to thank everyone that I played with this year. I don't know who I played with. Ian, Kraft. I think I played with almost the entire team, and you guys are great. I think one of the things I'm going to miss most is doing the skating drills and watching Tim Brill and Taché do a couple of push-ups. But we're also going to miss bouts on the bus, trying to figure out how to open up the sub. I'm going to miss the pasta parties, the stories, and most of all, I'm going to miss playing with you guys. So thank you, and good luck to the rest of you.
Alright guys, I really consider myself lucky to be a part of a group of kids this special. Everyone's come together so much to make this experience off. I'd like to thank the captains. You guys were great this year. You held everyone's head high and helped us improve throughout the year. I'd like to thank Mrs. Everything go down without a hitch and raise a lot of money for us. And everyone really appreciated that. Also, I'd like to thank the managers. You guys did a great job this year. Helped us out a lot, and we really appreciate it. And Nick Cavanna, you appreciated the game film, even though Tim Reels couldn't upload some of it.
Fight? Want to fight?
Alright. I'd like to thank Farini's for some awesome Oreo balls. That. And Mrs. Kozowski for some nice action shots. My Twitter profile. Last but certainly not least, my parents, wherever you are, back there. I'd like to thank you for driving me to practice and waking up every morning to drive me to practice, skipping work to go to my games, and coaching me in the car before and after games. Trying to cheer me up after a tough loss. You guys have been my biggest fans for the past 10 years, and I really appreciate what you guys have done for me. I'm lucky to have you. Hockey's a sport like no other. It's very special. Coming to a group with 20 strangers and walk out a family. I walked into the locker room freshman year not knowing more than a handful of people, and I walked out 4 years later with a family. And I love you guys to death, every last one of you. I'm going to miss Bouts and his loofah. I'm going to miss Henry with his singing and dancing. I'm going to miss show technology. Every single year I'd look forward to coming to Algonquin hockey. Unfortunately, I can't do that next year. And I'm really going to miss it more than anything else. Thanks for 4 great years. I love all you guys. Good luck next year.
You never actually think you're going to be up here until you're like, actually up here. Algonquin's been a great time playing Algonquin hockey, playing with your best friends. There's nothing like it. So first of all, I'd like to thank my mom. Drove me to practice like every day, even though she was mad at me a lot. My little brother at every game, giving high fives. He noticed you even though we were mad. First off, I'd like to thank Coach Sky. I always knew what to do on the face-off, especially told me when I did it wrong. Coach T, for pulling me aside. I really learned a lot from you, especially with the center position. And then Coach McGowan for really coming in last year and turning this team around. I really could depend on you, whether it was for advice or actually telling me to skate 33 minutes for 32 penalties. It's good. It's really changed the season around there. Yeah. So coaches, thank you very much. Yeah, Algonquin hockey. Playing with your best friends, skating onto the ice, your friends and family out there watching. It's nothing like it. So for you younger guys and you juniors, you really learn to bond with like everyone on the team, even though he's a junior, freshman, sophomore. It's really good. Like I played with Tommy and Patterson for most of the season, 2 freshmen. Did not expect that this year. Never know what to expect. But yeah, you really get to learn to make special bonds with everyone. Ollie, dancing in the locker room. Didn't really know you liked the dance ball. Yeah. So I mean, guys, just make the most out of it. Like this off season, make sure you prepare, because when you're in that playoff game and you're digging deep down and you're on the bench, and like that Leominster game, we all come together as a team, and if you stay together and work together, that's how we're going to win. Just like this year, we were a very close-knit team, and that was one of the best parts. We always had each other out there on the ice, and that was very part of it. So, I'd like to thank everyone here tonight, and thank you for a great 4 years.
All right. You guys are all sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. But you, like, as Dylan just said, like, I was sitting, like, Tom and John Patterson, just like, it'll never happen. I'll never be up there. I'm still playing JV games at 3 p.m. after school. And then I was a sophomore, and it got a little bit closer, and I was listening to Andy and them talk about it. And then last year, I was kind of like, shit, it's the next year.
That's good. I still used to push up.
I'll do push-ups later. But I really am going to miss everything about the team. I kind of knew, like, ever since the captain's practices that this would be a better team. I had no problems with any players on the team this year. So I really enjoyed the locker room. It's just like all my best friends in there. And I want to thank especially Mrs. Reel for everything she did. I already said it. She'd be at like the basketball games, and she'd be like selling towels. And so she's just doing everything she can to like help the team, help raise money for us. Mrs. Tedeschi, nobody would want the pasta party, and you would step up and have it at your house every time. And you were awesome, and I will miss going to your house for those.
You can come back.
Mrs. Kozlowski, where are you? I don't think I'll ever get more likes on an Instagram. You were awesome with the pictures this year. The coaches, Coach T, I already touched on it. I think I broke a skate or a helmet like every other practice since freshman year, and you'd have like this rare screw for me. Like without even asking, you just fix all my gear, and you took the time with every single player to kind of get to know them throughout 4 years, and I will really miss you. Sky, I spent a little bit more time playing JV than I wanted to. You were a big part in developing me as a player, and I got a lot of hockey knowledge from you, and I'm going to miss you next year. Coach, when we first heard that the coach of the team would be my project adventure teacher, I didn't really know what to think, but you really proved to every single guy in the locker room that you were the right guy for the job, and like you continue to improve as a coach. We all learned a lot from you, and next year is going to be a lot different without you. Guys, Tom, like Andy McCall posted it in our Facebook group 2 years ago, how he wishes he was waking up at 4 in the morning to go play hockey, and I couldn't agree more. I would do anything to be back up there with you guys. Thanks you. The donation from Kevin J. Mullen for Northborough House of Pizza for all their hard work. We're going to put this up, and it's a nice little picture of all of us. Yes, exactly.
So if you were to ask pretty much any other high schooler in the school what they were doing on a Friday morning at 4:45, most of them would probably reply sleeping and roll their eyes at you like, what else in the world would they be doing? But for our unfortunately lucky group of 25 guys, we are rolling out of our nice warm beds, bundling up to overcome the tundra of the New England winter. There really aren't too many tasks harder than driving to the rink with your eyes closed than playing goal against Shrewsbury. But as much as I dread my frozen body getting stung by slap shots and being able to not feel my hands until first period, it always has been worth it. And this one time, me and Taz thought it would be a good idea to make ourselves some hot chocolate during practice, and halfway through, we did a little skating. Our stomachs weren't feeling too well. Let's just say that didn't happen any other time. So once we're back in the locker room after our morning skate, the dynamic is unlike the quiet everybody was before, and Bob Marley is blasting, and like everybody was saying, most people are dancing. And of course, the jokes are flying across the room. Not many people understand how close a team can get in a short amount of time. But the only way to accomplish this is by cramming everybody into a tiny room, which the forum is. The season started off with a group of individuals that I can now call my brothers. The locker room is truly a unique place, but that is a story for a different day. As what happens in the locker room most definitely will stay in the locker room. And I'm sure 100% of you mothers would not want to hear those stories. But it's not just the players who are running on 5 hours of sleep, depending on how much homework they didn't do the night before. Our coaches were there at every practice supporting us and pushing us to do better. Coach McGowan, Coach Sky, Coach T, we wouldn't have accomplished what we did without you guys. And in conclusion, the two people who have been with me the longest, getting me on skates, trying to persuade me from playing goal, and always supporting me, my parents. I truly wouldn't be where I am today without them. From the rides to all the tournaments across the country, it's been an amazing journey and another chapter in our books. Thank you.